I smoked for 45 years and I couldn't stop. I read this silly book by Allen Carr, The Easy Way to Stop Smoking. And it's a silly title, right? And it was sad, my son gave it to me. He said, stop smoking, Dad. Here's this book. I left it on. I used to walk past the bookshelf and go, dumb book, dumb title, you know. My doctor said, you have first stage emphysema. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. He said, yeah, you got to get the smile. I said, I better read this book.
What did the book tell you?
It didn't tell you you're bad, you're going to die. It didn't tell you all that sort of stuff. They had a chapter where it says, okay, we focused on the negative aspects of smoking. Now we're going to talk about the good aspects of smoking in the next chapter. And then you turn the page and the page is empty. The whole thing was a mind trick, but it worked. And I don't know why it worked.
Hey, what's up? It's Chris Jones. I'm making this video for David, but here's what's going to happen. He's going to tell some people, and then you will be watching this because the internet lasts forever. I quit drinking alcohol after getting arrested in South Dakota. I did a U-turn, and the officer pulled me over and says, hey, you did a U-turn. You've been drinking a night. And I said, I've had 3 drinks in 3 hours. That was the truth. But it was daylight savings time, so I actually had probably 3 drinks in 1 hour. And he's like, tell me about your entire day. I said, well, I flew here, so I had a drink at the airport at the lounge. Then I had a drink on the airplane. I had to re-edit this video. I forgot there was a layover, and so I drank at 2 lounges, and I drank on 2 airplanes. I drank at work because I'm a comedian on stage. Then I had 3 drinks with people after work. It's like I had 9 drinks in a day, and I didn't realize it. That's how habits happen. I bought the book to quit drinking. I don't think I've ever actually opened this copy. I give these copies away. Yeah, I never read this book. I listened to it on Audible and I quit drinking. It's been over 800 days and I don't miss it at all. Alcohol now to me is like an ex-girlfriend who's gained 300 pounds. It does nothing for me. 1, I have my wife. And 2, ex-girlfriend gained 300 pounds. Not the same person. Nothing to do with it. So if you're looking to quit drinking, or just get a little more control, I still can do like soda water, sparkling, Heineken Zero. It's pretty tasty, tastes like Heineken. I just don't need to drink. Now, vaping and smoking, he also has Easy Way to Stop Smoking. It's a great book. This one's great. Stop Smoking. Little cartoon, I'm free. I like this one a lot because it's a visual one. The trap. I must have a cigarette. It's literally cartoons, but it's a 2-headed monster. That's what cigarettes are. It's a 2-headed monster because it doesn't help you. It's brainwashing. You think, oh, it calms me down. No, it's if you're sitting on an airplane and you're like, I need a cigarette. Being off the airplane is what calms you down. It's not the cigarette you get when you leave and get your bags. You can find your calm right there. So visually, this is a very nice book. Testimonials, anecdotes, they are all good and great, but it doesn't work unless you work. You have to have the knowledge between your ears. Realize that you're gonna have to change your thought process. When you change your thought process, then you can turn your head. And when your head changes, your perspective changes. Then you can change your habits. Your habits will create your lifestyle. So, I am no guru. I'm no healer. I don't diagnose. I am a helper and a connector. I hope this helps you. Mahalo.
But we actually had a Jam viewer reach out for help to quit smoking. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, Jeremy Flood here. I'm 36 years old and I've been a smoker for 17 years. I've tried to quit multiple times. I've tried the patch and the pills and the gum, you name it, I've tried it. I don't want to be a smoker anymore. It's 2019, it's not cute. Can you help me kick this habit for good?
Okay, well, let's see what happened. Let's bring Jeremy out. Jeremy, come on out. All right. Okay.
Hi.
So you actually met with Chris yesterday and you got hypnotized. Let's take a look.
Yeah. You're ready to quit smoking for yourself. Today's the day. So you can sleep all the way down. You'll always be aware what's going on. You will not leave this couch. That first cigarette, it's lit.
It tastes bad.
Tastes bad. That's your body's way of saying this is not good for me.
My goodness. Okay, what were your first impressions of hypnosis?
I was a little bit nervous at first, just because I've never done it before. I've also seen the movie Get Out, so I was like a little bit afraid. Chris was actually really good at, I don't know, making a connection kind of right off the bat and making it feel like I feel like with hypnosis, you have to like really go with the flow and buy into it and feel relaxed and like open to hearing. And he really just created like a safe space for me to like get in the right mindset to be influenced, I guess.
Now, have you smoked a cigarette since yesterday?
So we wanted to see if it worked. So literally right after the hypnosis, we went outside to see if it worked, and I took maybe like a drag, like 2 hits off of the cigarette. It tasted so bad. I've been a smoker for 17 years, and I couldn't finish it.
So are you craving it? Do you think about it? Is it something that's in your mind? What do you think about a cigarette now?
So I kind of had a craving yesterday, and you know, just the normal cigarette craving of, you know, maybe I'm kind of anxious, or I want to take a break, or I just want a cigarette. So you had that. I still had that like voice in my head, but it's like I had a whole nother voice that was saying even louder, it's gonna taste really bad. It's not gonna calm you down.
Really?
It's gonna, yeah, there are more cons than pros to taking this cigarette break. So it's like I had like an additional voice that was louder than the craving.
I say the right words in the right order, and if you zone out, you described it as like a super concentrated guided meditation.
Exactly.
You told a very interesting story. You want to talk about that?
So this is totally true that happened just this morning. I was afraid I was going to be late. I called my Uber. I hopped in the Uber. I did not smoke this morning. It reeked of cigarette smoke. Normally I would be like, yeah, I can like smoke in this car on the way. I had to hop out, call another Uber. I texted the producer and was like, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to be late. I could not stomach the smell of the Uber.
You couldn't even have like the second hand.
I couldn't even have the second hand.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we got to wrap. This is blowing my mind.